Trellises have long been used to support climbing plants, particularly in small spaces. Traditionally, they were constructed from lightweight frames made of long, narrow pieces of wood. However, today's trellises can be made from a wide variety of materials, including repurposed items like an old crib. More than just structures for plant growth, trellises offer additional benefits, which I'll discuss later. In this video, I will share a list of 10 DIY trellis ideas for any garden that will enhance your home's curb appeal while also providing privacy. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel to keep the garden improvement ideas coming. Number 10, a colorful trellis project idea. The most appealing thing about a garden is that you can find pops of color blended together there. You can add more colors and jazz up your garden by making these colorful trellises. To make this trellis, you will need 2x2x8 that will be cut into 4 as the legs, 3x1x2x8 that will be the slats, 2x1.25x2.5 bolts, 2x1.25 nut, washers, screws, and paint. First, cut the legs and slats. Paint them the color of your choice. Screw the slats to the legs, then assemble the legs using bolts and nuts. Add the string, and you're done. 9. Chic garden trellis for contemporary backyard landscape. Wood planks are the top-notch choice when it comes to fencing and adding more privacy. However, they can be somewhat dull. Therefore, they deserve decorating with this trellis idea. The idea is to incorporate climbing plants to form a certain pattern on the fence. To get this look, you need to envision what pattern you want to adorn your fence. Any pattern will do. Once you've known what pattern that will suit your fence and decor best, begin to mark the spot where you're going to screw eye hooks. Once the eye hooks have been screwed in place, thread and secure the wire. This wire will support your plants. Now this is the fun part. Entwine your plant around the wire. You don't simply entwine it though. Place the pots close to the fence and close enough the lowest part of the pattern. Make sure the plants can reach it, then begin to entwine it. And that's it. And this idea can also be implemented to your stark wall. Number 8. Add more privacy with wooden lattices. Lattice work is usually added to complete the landscape of a pergola or decking. It is decorative, but sometimes also used to add some privacy too. However, its conventional pattern doesn't usually provide ultimate privacy that people are looking for. For that reason, spare several weekend hours and add climbing plants on it. First, you will simply be needed to place your potted plants as close to the lattice panel as possible and begin to thread the plants. But be careful, don't wrap the panel firmly. Gently entwine the panel to encourage new growth instead. For more challenging ideas, take a look at my next point. 7. Tire Trellis Project idea. You might be wondering what you can do with 2 old bike tires. Let me tell you something. You can do lots of things with them, including making a trellis. To make a trellis out of 2 bike tires, remove the inner bolts and replace it with a 5-inch all-thread rod and matching nuts. Then run basic gardening string. Finally, plant sweet peas or any other climbing plant of your choice at the base of each string and let them climb the tube-like trellis. Still relevant with this idea. 6. Wagon wheel trellis project idea. Repurposing an unused item will allow you to get what you need on the cheap. Besides, you can cut down on waste while giving it a second life, just like this wagon wheel trellis. All you need to do is just place an unused wagon wheel in your backyard or anywhere and plant any vine at the base of the wheel and entwine it with the plants. When they are growing, they will wrap the wheel around beautifully. Number 5. A garden archway project idea. Garden archways have never failed to bring in the romantic ambiance into a backyard or front yard. You also get this look by making the archway yourself. To make this garden archway, you will need 18-inch caliper wire, cable ties, 1.5-inch by 10-foot rebar for the stakes, plastic garage door stop molding, 2.5-inch by 20 feet rebar for the arches, and 2 3/8-inch by 20 feet rebar for the circles. This project entails cutting and bending rebar, so you'd better get some assistance because it might be more difficult to do it by yourself. Number 4. An old crib trellis hack project idea. Now your kids are growing up, they are not the little baby that used to sleep in their crib anymore, and it makes you wonder what you should do with the crib. Instead of throwing it into the trash can, you can use it to make a trellis. And it is just a piece of cake. You just need to lean the crib rails near the spot where the plants will be planted. Use a few zip ties to secure the rails so that they form an A. After that, you can begin to cultivate the climbing plants as close to the rails as possible. The plants will grow and climb the crib rails on their own, but you might need to train them in case they don't climb the trellis as you wish. Training the climbing plants is not that hard. You only need to let them grow and produce little vines. Wrap the rails around with those little vines and let the plants do the rest. Number 3, upcycled a coat rack project idea. Making a striking trellis out of a coat rack? Why not? It's as easy as ABC. Most of the cases, first, just put the coat rack and the climbing plant in the same pot. Let the plant go upward by itself, or you can manually wrap the coat rack around for a foolproof result. Number 2, a bamboo trellis makeover project idea. Making a bamboo trellis for a privacy panel can be fun. It will infuse the Asian flair into the space, and you can spruce it up by adding some beautiful climbing plants like roses or bougainvillea. This is how you make it. Get some bamboo and assemble them using ropes. Make sure that you tie the knot well so that the bamboo will stay in place. Finally, place a pied climbing plant near the bamboo trellis and entwine it with vines. Before we wrap up our countdown, remember that every like, share, and comment helps us reach a wider audience. If you've watched this far, you know what to do. If the new voice kept you tuned in, give the video some hype to help it reach new heights. But if that feels like too much, just know you've done great by spending your valuable time here. With that, let's close our countdown with Number 1, string trellis project idea. It may be the most ubiquitous trellis project that you can find in this list. However, if you take this idea, you can still turn your backyard charmer. Just like a bamboo trellis, you can make it yourself easily. More importantly, it can be adjusted to meet your needs. You only need some pipes, poles, or woods, and tie some pieces of string to them, and that's it. So, growing plants on a trellis is an excellent solution for maximizing limited planting space. There's no reason to leave your backyard empty when these 10 DIY trellis ideas offer fantastic options to explore. For more garden makeover videos, subscribe or browse the home tab of this channel for more inspiration. Oh, and by the way, at the SimFoam channel, you'll discover a range of lists that you won't find anywhere else. For example, we offer insights like 10 small bedroom ideas with big beds, 10 interior design tips to improve your sleep quality, and 10 creative DIY projects to revamp your shoe storage, among many others. Each list is compiled through extensive research and careful writing, with relevant sources included to enhance your learning experience. So, what are you waiting for? If you have some free time and internet access, follow the link in the description to fully explore what SimFoam has to offer. That's it for now. Before you go, please like this video if you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment or share it with your friends on social media or via email. Lastly, we look forward to seeing you again soon with more videos like this. Until then, thanks for watching.